yard for today's contest between the visiting Mount San Jacinto Eagles and your Coso Coyotes. Introducing first the starting lineups. First for the visiting Mount San Jacinto Eagles. Batting first, second baseman number 2, Jayden Jones. Batting second, shortstop number 22, Aaron Harper. Batting third, right fielder number 21, Ricky Nunes. Batting fourth and catching, number 8, Simon Rangel. Batting fifth on the mound, number 27, Patrick McDonald Jr. Batting sixth, left fielder number 19, Russell Mitchell. Batting seventh, first baseman number 32, Ryan Grenalls. Batting eighth, center fielder number 24, Aidan Bruce. And batting ninth, third baseman number 6, Julian Gonzalez. And now, the starting lineup for your Coso Coyotes. Batting first, second baseman number 5, Johnny McHenry. Batting second, center fielder number 7, Jackson Holzam. Batting third, shortstop number 9, Luis Reyes. Batting fourth, first baseman number 34, Danny Jimenez. Batting fifth, designated hitter number 2, Matthew Payne. Batting sixth, third baseman number 6, Anthony Davis. Batting seventh, left fielder number 24, Bo Brooks. Batting eighth and catching, number 22, Brooks Scott. And batting ninth, right fielder number 10, Michael Dorr. On the mound for the Coyotes, number 14, Clayton Deathridge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
From Ridgecrest, finishing out the lineup, batting 6th. 560, 14 to 25. And San Jacinto is, again, 9 or 10 game schedule. This one just got the inside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield straightaway once again. Bo Brooks straightaway left. Holds him just about straightaway center. Staring in, getting his sign. Here's the pitch. This one inside also. So it looks to me like he's got some off-speed stuff there, Lee, and he looks like he can spot his pitches.
Yeah, he nice little two-seam fastball's got some nice run on it, and the off-speed, you're exactly right.
And this one fouled back at us, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. No scoreboard. They've got a little board down the right field line that with binoculars, I'll do a great job of being able to find it. And I hear things in my sleep all the time, which sounds at all. Yeah. Just again. Aaron Harper waits. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if they send the runner. Pitch on the way. This one lifted foul out of play. And see if anybody's out there to try to find some souvenirs. Small crowd on hand so far.
Yeah, kind of tough to get off in the middle of the work week. I guess we're kind of fortunate.
Of course, I think you've only missed 1 game, and it's a little pickoff move to first, and scattering back is Jayden Jones. On deck will be Rick Nunez, and Nunez hitting .545 with 4 home runs. It's impressive, no matter who you're playing. Against 2-2 pitch. This one is hit up the middle, off the glove, and everybody's going to be safe. That's a tough play for Deathridge. Reyes picked it up, but he had no play at all. And well, Lee, how we scoring this?
I think I'll give him a hit there, Tom. Deflected off the glove. It would have been a difficult play for Reyes. I'm not sure he.
Right fielder number 21, Ricky Nunes.
Down to first anyway, so we'll give everybody the benefit of the doubt earlier in the season, and I'd score that a hit.
All right, so runners at first and second. Rick Nunez, as mentioned, comes up with a .545 average. Nunez 6'1", 190. Roosevelt High School. Pitch on the way. This one hit on a rope down the third base line, and they call it foul. And from here,
pretty good.
Very good from here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Tom. I'm like, oh, that's going to maybe score 2.
Yeah, but no argument from Mike Lonsdale down at third.
Yeah, it's early in the game, runners on first and second, no out. A lot of times you might see a team try to bunt those guys over in the scoring position. But I got a guy hitting over 500. I'm gonna let him swing.
And this one is hit to center field. Back on his horse goes Olsen, and can't make the play. Dropped the baseball. He went back. He did everything right. He had a great route to it, and move up. It's going to be a double, stand-up double. 1 run to score. And so we're going to probably give Nunez a double. How do you score that, Lee?
Actually, I was gonna give him an error, Tom. Okay. I hate to
break a streak.
Yeah, but he had that in his glove and just looked.
Catcher number 8, Simon Rangel.
Right out.
So Harper goes to third. Jones will score. A double. Well, it's going to be an error. 2-base error for Nunez, and that'll negate the RBI. So no RBI on the play because of the error. And Simon Rangel, the catcher, comes up. Rangel, one of 2 players to play last year for San Jacinto, or at least start games. Fastball high, count 1-0. Last year, these 2, right before we had a stoppage, about 5 days before, these 2 teams played here on a Sunday afternoon. It was a makeup game. And it was a great game. Coso ended up winning by 1 run. And fastball low, ball 2. And Lee, you probably remember that game. It was in late innings with a Coso up by 1 run. Our third baseman, and I have it in my book, made the play of his life. One of the best plays I've ever seen here in all my years, and that saved the game. Pitch on the way. This one is dribbled foul. Inside off-speed pitch on that one. So second and third. have my book and look back, because that was it was an incredible play. Look at Brooks Robinson. And here it is from last year, right here. It's the book.
Do you think it was Anthony Davis who's playing third today?
Nope, it was Giovanni Diaz. Giovanni Diaz and made an incredible play with 2 outs, 2 on in the top of the 8th inning, which would have been probably 2 runs had he not dove and stopped that. Outside throw now. Deathridge is going to have to come over here or load him up.
Yeah, it's kind of getting himself into a bit of a situation here early. 1 run in, runners on second and third, and nobody is up.
Rangel out of Temecula Valley High School, and that's ball 4. And now the bases are full of San Jacinto Eagles.
Well, I guess the one bright spot is they do set up a double play.
Pitcher number 27, Patrick Mcdonald.
We'll see how Coso defends this. It looks like they're going to have the corners in. They'll be going home on a ground ball hit to them, and they're going to move the middle guys back in an effort to twist a double play if it works out for them.
And trying to help his cause is the pitcher, also the designated hitter today, Patrick Mcdonald, 5-21 on the year, left-handed batter. And this one outside, nice stop there by son of the head coach, Justice Scott, Brooks Scott. Remember Brooks when he was just in 7th grade running people over on the IWB football field. Now, bases loaded. As Lee said, the infielders in the middle are back for 2. And a little dribbler. And this one's going to they go home for 1. And a nice job by Deathridge to get off the mound. And excuse me, swing. So the first out of the inning is a fielder's choice, force out at the plate. That'll go 1-2. And the base is still loaded. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. Harper's erased.
Left fielder number 19, Russell Mitchell.
Nunez goes to 3rd. Rangel to 2nd. And Mitchell comes up hitting .353, 6-17. Getting his sign, Deathridge now looks in. Here it is. Speed high, ball 1-0. Well, for a second there, Lee, I thought it went off his foot. Just a little excuse me tap.
Yeah, I got a lot of spin on that thing. Just kind of dug in when it hit the dirt there and didn't go a whole heck of a far away.
And the pitch coming up. Just a little high. 2-0. Went off speed again. 1-0 San Jacinto. Also trying to get out of a jam here in the first inning. Pitch on the way, that one low. And 3-0. If you just tuned in, this is Cerro Coso Baseball. Glad to bring you something local. It's been a tough year for local sports, and everything is kind of non-league and no eligibility against anybody. Right down the pipe, 3-1. Well, Lee, this is almost like a training camp, these games for teams that play, because there's no eligibility against anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about it's unfortunate on the one hand, but it's kind of fortunate because guys just get a free year of extra baseball and not like you're burning your eligibility.
And that is ball 4, so that's going to force over another run. Rick Nunez will score to make it 2-0. Rangel will move over.
First baseman number 32, Ryan Grenals.
Mcdonald will go to 2nd, and Russ Mitchell at 1st. Ryan Grenals comes up, 235 average, 4-17 bat from the left side. And the first pitch, strike one inside corner. Grenals from Ucaipa High School, right off I-10. Base is still loaded, outfield straight away. And this one catches the outside corner. Maybe got a break on that one, but so 0-2 the count. They're not holding the runner on at first. Anything in the gap would probably score 3, and that one's outside. Good idea, though, Lee, trying to get away from that wheelhouse, that power base.
Yeah, definitely. If you're gonna, throw to the lefty, you don't want to be down and in because that's their whopping zone. You don't want to be there.
Right, 1-2 pitch. Here it is. This one upstairs. Ball 2-2 and 2 went off speed that time.
Yeah, good idea. Changing the eye plane a little bit here.
Brooks looks over, gets a sign from the dugout. 2-2 pitch. Check swing, let it go, and the answer is no, we didn't. So the count now 4 of all things.
30th pitch of the inning coming up here, Tom, for Clayton Deathridge.
A lot of pitches in one inning this year early on.
Yeah, and unfortunately he's thrown 16 balls and only 13 strikes. Hence bases loaded, 2 runs in and only 1 out.
Deathridge ready. Here it is. This one is outside corner, strike 3. Reynolds not too happy. Kind of looks back as if to say there's no way, sir. Right on that outside corner. Boy, that was almost untouchable.
Yeah, that might have been a bit out.
Center fielder number 24, Aidan Bruce.
Right, here's Aidan Bruce. 5 of 19 on the year, 263 hitter. Bruce out of Chaparral High School, which is in Temecula. Really good athletic program. So 2 outs. And the pitch.
Nice breaking ball.
Yeah, the letters.
Yeah, a little backdoor slider there that popped the corner.
0-1 the count. So Deathridge trying to get out of a jam here, giving up 2, but only in the first inning. That one's outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So back in action to non-league game Saturday against one of the teams that decided to opt in and play a limited schedule this year. That one just outside. Look set up on that corner, just missed. 2-1. What do you see for here, Lee?
Well, Clayton Deathridge he's working behind a lot, which advantage hitter. And
pitch coming. This one check swing, and it was one of those I really didn't want to swing, and kind of a strange swing for 2-1. Now on a 1-2 pitch, you got to protect, but I don't think he really wanted to.
Yeah, late decision. I agree with you, Tom. I think I might have would have just let that one go.
And easy for us to say. 2-2 pitch. That's way outside. So again, the count goes full. This is the third full count that Deathridge has faced.
Base runners will be moving here once Deathridge commits to the plate. So base hit probably clears them off.
3-2 pitch, and there they go. And this one way outside. That is ball good. Another run to make it 3-0 now. As Rangel will score. And that'll move Mcdonald to third.
Third baseman number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
And the number 9 hitter, Julian Gonzalez, third baseman, comes up, hitting 154. Gonzalez out of Thermal, California, Desert Mirage High School. And a little swing and on a fastball, just got on top of it, fell ball. Well, Lee, I know that you're a great Major League Baseball fan, and between the break we'll find out about that Twins-Oakland series.
I don't think I want to talk about that series, Tom.
I can't believe yesterday, pitch on the way, swung on and missed, but that had some good movement on it. Split the two-seam sinker even.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch.
So 0-2. Now you can afford to throw 1 or 2 out of the zone, although you don't want to throw one in the dirt. Runners on base. Pitch on the way. That one is a big chopper to third. Easy play there for Anthony. Rose gets it. And inning over. So 5-3 on the put out. However, in the first inning, Mount San Jacinto does come up with 3 runs. Looks like
3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. We head to the bottom of the first inning.
So we go to the bottom of the first inning. It's Mount San Jacinto 3 and the Coyotes coming to bat. Let's talk about that real quick. I know yesterday, I'm also a great baseball fan. I know yesterday I thought the Twins, when they came back in the top of the 10th, were in great shape. I guess Oakland came up with 3 runs in the bottom.
Henry.
All right, on the mound is Patrick Mcdonald, and we'll see if we get some numbers for him. John McHenry comes up. McHenry hitting .333, 5 of 15 on the year. Holzum and then Reyes, top 3 batters in the inning. Pitch on the way, fastball, outside corner, strike 1. Coso as a team hitting .300. Now again, they had that great day a couple days ago where they scored 32 runs against Antelope Valley. And the pitch on the way outside, I think, Lee, they did that in 5 innings. I could be wrong.
No, yeah, it was a doubleheader, so again, 2 7-inning games and
the 10-run rule, and that's what Coach Scott said they're looking to use on Saturday.
Yep.
And this one catches the outside corner. And they count 1 and 2. McHenry out of the Reno area. Infield for San Jacinto. Get a chance. We'll catch that for you. And this one in the dirt. Nice stop by Rangel. From third to first, Julian Gonzalez, Aaron Harper, Jayden Jones, and Ryan Grinnell. Only Harper, the shortstop, was amongst the 4 last year that played at San Jacinto. 1-2 pitch. Outside. Count 2 and 2, I believe. Or is it 4 count? 3 and 2. Outfield left to right of Russ Mitchell, Aidan Bruce, and Rick Nunez. Rangel, the catcher, he was there last year. And this one hit hard to left field on a rope. And right there is track is Russ Mitchell. Hit it hard, but right at Mitchell.
yeah, nice inside-out swing that time by Johnny McHenry with 2 strikes and
Center fielder number 7, Jackson Holza.
Here comes Jackson Holzum hitting .222, 2 of 9 on the year, right-handed batter. Holzum from Shadow Ridge High School in the Las Vegas area. And list him at 5'11", 180. And first pitch outside, fastball, ball 1. So I'm not a big fan either of the 2 7 innings, but again, if you're a manager and you're trying to keep your pitching staff healthy, well, that's another story. Fastball swung on and missed on a foul tip, count 1 and 1.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, a double-edged sword, I think. You know, for the fans, it's kind of, I don't like it so much. But I guess if you're a manager or a player, it might be a little bit appreciated. You get a little bit of a break and don't beat yourself up too well darn bad after being off for over a year.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the attendance, someone asked me about that. It differs from every state, but I know yesterday for the Angels afternoon game, they had their allotted 9,000. I think that's right now the maximum.
Yeah, I think a lot of places are about 25% of capacity.
Ground ball down to short. Easy play. Harper over to grounds and 2 down. 6-3 in the put out. Now last year, Texas was one of the first states to let people come back to watch.
Shortstop number 9, Luis Reyes.
Luigi Reyes comes up, a 500 hitter, 7 of 14 so far. Bats on the right side. What about Minnesota? What's their, you keep track of what they can do tennis-wise?
Yeah, they're currently at 25%, and which equates to just under 10,000 there in Minnesota. So, you know, and I think they're going to see how it goes, and if they can kind of keep this virus in a box a little bit, they're going to expand that here.
Down to second, and that is a 1-2-3 inning. 4-3. Down on the ground ball to second base. 1 in the books. We head to the second inning. Our score after 1. It is Cerro Coso.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of the second.
Back after this, 1-minute timeout. This is Cerro Coso baseball right here on 1240 KLOA. come home. A look at first, and the pitch. This one swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch, and Nunes goes down on strikes. And that is strikeout number 2 on the day for Denver.
Catcher number 8, Simon Rangel.
Boy, good pitch that time at a great time when he needed it.
Yeah, that was a very nice off-speed pitch. You could tell Nunez he wasn't expecting that at all. It was about a mile out in front of it.
Here comes Simon Rangel, hitting 438. This one in the dirt, and that's going to send Harper to second base. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Bruce did a good job just keeping it in front of him because that gets past him, and then Harper likely would score. And let's see what they do with the infield here. Lee, what would you do as this early in the game, down 3-0?
I think I play normal depth. I see Anthony Davis is in at third, which is pretty normal on the edge of the grass. Everybody else kind of back where they should be. So I'll take the out and give up 1 run here.
Okay, Rangel swung at that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 men on, 3-0 Eagles here in the top of the second inning. And the pitch coming up. This one outside, backhanded by Scott. Nice job there. Brooks a pretty big catcher, about 6'2", and he's probably close to 210 now. He's put a lot of muscle.
Let's see what they got him.
Whatever they got him,
here.
I think he weighs more than what they got him. Probably this one upstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike.
6 foot, 215. Yeah, he's solid. No doubt about it.
I think he's a little bigger than 6, but 215 is about right. He's put on a lot of muscle over the last couple of years. 3 balls and 1 strike, I do believe. Scoreboard burned out. Rangel waits, walked the first time. This one hit foul down the line, and will reset now, and another full count.
Yeah, you know, when Clayton Deathridge gets behind in these counts, he's just playing a dangerous game, and because these hitters just shrink the zone, and so I'm looking for 1 pitch in 1 spot, and if you throw it there, I'm coming to get it.
Pitch coming up, and that's strike 3 called, and Rangel knew it. He just got frozen like a rope there on that breaking. So back-to-back strikeouts now for Deathridge. And the runner still at third. They had a runner at third.
Pitcher number 27, Patrick Mcdonald.
And here comes Mcdonald, the pitcher-designated hitter. And Mcdonald hit a little number out in front of the plate his last time up. And with the bases loaded, Deathridge able to underhand Brooks Scott for the force out. Mcdonald, a left-hand hitter against a lefty Deathridge. Here it is, breaking. Stays high, 1-0 the count.
Yeah, great opportunity here for Patrick McDonald to help himself. He's got 2 more runs in scoring position.
McDonald came into play 5 of 21, and that one outside. So 2-0 now. Good hitters count. Russell Mitchell would follow. McDonald is the number 5 man in the lineup. And that one in the dirt, nice stop again. That could have gone to the backstop. So ball 3. Mike Lonsdale, the head coach, Mount San Jacinto. Outfield straightaway, mid-range.
Yeah.
Nobody too deep.
Well, Brooks playing pretty shallow and left.
That one right down the pipe, so he was taken all the way.
Yeah, probably not the end of the world. You've got a base open at first.
3-1 coming up to Patrick McDonald with 2 outs. And that's strike 2. Again, he picks that outside corner nicely against that left-handed hitter. So he's come up with some very good, down the count pitches here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you said, it could be dangerous, but he's risen to the occasion so far. Pitch on the way, and that one is hit into right center, and that's going to fall for a base hit, and that'll score 2 runs, 2 RBIs for Patrick McDonald. Jayden Jones will score. Aaron Harper will score. And it's now
Left fielder number 19, Russell Mitchell.
Yeah, just too good of a pitch with 2 strikes. I mean, even in a full count, you just can't float one right over the heart of the plate. Especially, you know, you start getting into college level here. These guys, they're going to do something with that pitch, as Patrick Mcdonald just proved.
Russell Mitchell hits a little ground ball. Nice pop, though, for the third baseman, and a high throw, but a nice tag by Nunes. Anthony Davis had time and just kind of airlifted it a little bit, but a nice play by Jimenez. Comes off the bag, makes a tag.
2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the second.
2 runs in, though, for Mount San Jacinto in the second inning. They do it on 2 hits. They strand a couple. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's 5-0 San Jacinto. It'll be Jimenez, Payne, and Davis, 4, 5, and 6.
Present hops. Just how your infielders like to start out the game. Get their feet wet.
And here comes Matthew Payne. Right-handed batter. Pitch on the way. This one fastball catches the inside part of the plate. High fastball. As a matter of fact. Payne out of Delta High School. Pitch on the way. This one just outside. Also trying to get their first hit of the game. San Jacinto has 3 hits on the 3 runs. And the pitch for the 5 runs I beg your pardon. This one fouled back at us, and Payne will stay alive. Anthony Davis will follow.
Yeah, Matthew Payne so far this year, Tom, is 7 for 14. Hitting 500. He's got 3 doubles and 2 home runs, so hitting for some pretty good power.
Very impressive early on. Outfield a little bit to right field. Big gap in left center, though. In fact, as I look down, you've got Russ Mitchell playing fairly close to the line, and your center fielder, Aidan Bruce, is shades towards right field. He could run forever if he can find that spot.
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup, you know, especially with Matthew Payne being a right-handed batter.
Pitch on the way, just did get a piece of it. I mean, he'll stay alive and try again.
Mount San Jacinto must know something we don't, Tom.
Well, you had the third baseman, Gonzalez, starting to creep up as if he thought Payne might try to lay one down. And he went right back.
He just doesn't want that line drive to reach terminal velocity before it gets to him.
And this one fell off again. You know, I like the way Mcdonald is mixing up his locations. You know, he's showing a few pitches, but he's really been all over the place as far as trying to keep your batters off balance.
Yeah, he's moving up and down, in and out, and avoiding the middle of the plate. And he's being very efficient. He's thrown 21 pitches. 14 of those have been strikes, so he's doing his job.
Pitch on the way. This one hit hard down to third. Nice stop by Gonzalez. Throws and gets it. Boy, very nice play, Gonzalez. Ball just came out of his glove, didn't panic. Got up and made a nice throw over to Grinnell's. And that's
third baseman, number 6, Anthony Davis.
Gonzalez there, I thought. Nice job, you know, recognizing the speed of Matthew Payne. Didn't panic, like you said. Nice, easy throw. Didn't put everything you had into it. Just about 90%. Got it there in time.
Here's Anthony Davis, bats from the left side. Playing third base today, also plays first base. Can pitch, and he can play the outfield, too. First pitch is a strike off speed. Anthony down the road from Boron High School. Was the MVP for the Bobcats his junior and senior years. You know, the son playing a little peekaboo with the clouds, fastball, outside corner for a strike, and just like that, Anthony down the count. So again, Patrick Mcdonald really mixing up the locations. He's gone in, he's gone out, he's gone in high. They set up outside, and just where they throw it off the zone. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, he's been doing a really nice job, you know. Quick shutdown innings after his guys get him a few runs, and they're spending way more time playing offense so far in this game than they have been playing defense.
They set up outside again, and that one just does miss. Pretty good frame job, but just did miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Where they were talking about the master of trying to frame pitches the other day on Angels baseball. It was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some interesting thoughts on some of that stuff.
This one hit hard. Nice stop by Grinnell's, who goes to the bag himself to take a hit away from Anthony Davis. Wow, nice hands by Grinnell's. So it's been a perfect 2 innings for Patrick Mcdonald. Only faced 6, all retired.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of the third inning.
Score is San Jacinto 5 and the Coyotes nothing. Now this 1-minute timeout. This is Cerro Coso baseball on 1240 KLOA and Coso streaming.
First baseman number 32, Ryan Grenalls.
Getting 3 strikeouts on the day for the left-hander. Clayton Deathridge, who came into play with a 9.82 ERA. Peering in, getting his sign. Here it is, off speed. A little bit high, ball 1-1-0. Grenall's a .235 hitter, 4 hits coming into the game. Deathridge ready again. He doesn't waste a lot of time. This one also high. Got more of a fastball. Grenall's out of Yucaipa High School, and there's a strike. Right on that outside corner, and the count now at 2-1. Ryan playing first base. Outfield pretty much straight away. This one is lifted foul down the line, giving chase and running out of real estate. Great effort down there by Anthony Davis. He just about had a collision with the fence. Great hustle. He had to cover a long way. A lot of foul ground here. Especially down that left field line.
Yeah, there's pretty ample room on down both lines, Tom. You know, you're going to have a chance to make a play.
And that one upstairs, 3-1. I always said this place reminded me a little of the Oakland Alameda Coliseum when it comes to foul territory. There's quite a lot of it.
A lot of room.
And this one is outside, ball 4. And I believe that is walk number 3 issued against Clayton Deathridge. And I know you have all the analytics in front of you.
Center fielder number 24, Aidan Bruce.
He has walked 5 so far.
5, okay.
In 2 innings plus.
Aidan Bruce now will come up. He walked the first time he batted. 5 hits on the year for him. A swing and a miss on a good, like a sinker on that one. Good movement on it.
Yeah, Clayton Deathridge has thrown 75 pitches so far, Tom.
That's quite a bit in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, reported 6 outs.
Pulls him straight away in center. And this one catches the inside corner. Boy, that was unhittable. No way you're going to turn on that one. Great location that time by Deathridge. He peers in, gets his sign from Brooks Scott. A look over at first now. And the pitch. And that hit will hit the bat. Let's see.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the home plate umpire said he was swinging or he was, it looks like he was.
I don't think he was going to go swinging, but I thought maybe as he tried to get out of the way, it might have got his bat. But
yeah, it looks like they're going to award him first base on a hit by pitch.
yeah. So 2 runners on now. Grenalls goes to second, and Julian Gonzalez, the number 9 hitter, comes up. Justice Scott goes out to home plate, and he's probably thinking the same thing you and I are. Did it get his bat when he tried to get out of the way?
Yeah, you know, a lot of these guys wear those pads, and it sounded like it hit, if he has the pad kind of over his elbow, like it may have hit that. Either way, the Eagles have runners on first and second with nobody out.
Third baseman number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
Sounds like that Oakland, Minnesota game yesterday. Wow. I still
keep
can't
bringing
get over
that up, Tom. You keep bringing that up.
I still can't get over that. All right, 2 runners on, and it's going to be a bunt attempt, and he almost got it down. It's going to go foul. But that was a great pitch as far as Deathridge goes. That thing was almost inhittable for a bunt. It was right on top of him, his hands, on the inside corner. That's pretty hard to get down. But Gonzalez did a good job to get squared on it as best he could. Gonzalez 0 for 1 today, grounded out to third to end the 1st inning. We're in the 3rd inning, 5-0 in favor of San Jacinto. Clayton Deathridge is throwing a lot of pitches, as Lee has indicated. Let's see if they'll make him that. He squares again, and this one goes foul, so now he's 0-2.
Yeah, not the technique you like to see when Julian's trying to bunt. He just dropped that bat head, and you try to teach guys, you keep the bat level and you go down with your legs. And dip in the bat head.
Right, 0-2 the count. He's out of Desert Mirage High School in Thermal, Gonzalez. A little cat and mouse game at second base. And that went outside, 1-2.
Looks like there's some action down on Cerro Coso bullpen. I believe one of the pitchers is Carlos Soto warming up.
Well, he's probably 80 or above now.
Yeah, right at 80.
Deathridge will look back at second. Now stepping out is Gonzalez, so they'll reset. 1-2 the count, 2 men on. Third inning, nobody out. Coso down 5-0. They're not holding the runner on at first. Another look back at second. And he deals the plate. This one is swung on and missed. That was a low. That was out of the zone, but he got him to swing. And that is strikeout, I believe, number 4 on the day for Clayton Deathridge. One down, more important.
Second baseman number 2, Jayden Jones.
And to the top of the order we go. Very dangerous, Jayden Jones. He is 2 for 2. He has scored 2 runs today. Driven in 1.
That was a nice pitch by Deathridge that time. Low in the zone, and Gonzalez had to swing.
Look back at second. Here it is. This one is hit hard right at Davis. And he goes to second for 1 on to first. Double play. Beautiful turn that time. Boy, Davis to McHenry over to Jimenez. And the inning over just like that. I tell you what, double play can be your best friend.
Yeah, Clayton Deathridge needed that like he needed to breathe.
So, again, Deathridge has put himself in some holes.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the third.
Also when he needs to, or he could be down even more.
For Bo Brooks.
Here comes Bo Brooks. His third time at bat today. Brooks hitting 164. Mcdonald has retired all 6 batters he's faced.
This looks like somebody just grabbed our logo.
He gets his sign now from Simon Rangel. And a little slider for a strike. Good movement left to right. Or if you're a batter, it's something you can move in a hurry and sink as it goes. Tough pitch to hit. And the pitch coming up, that one outside, and now the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and we need to keep in mind too, I think, a little bit of an advantage pitcher here the first time through the order. These batters have never seen Patrick Mcdonald, so get a plate appearance or 2 under their belt and see if the results are a little different.
Swing and a miss by Brooks. Still like to look down for the big scoreboard.
You're missing that scoreboard, huh, Tom?
Missing that scoreboard. 2 strikes now against Brooks. McDonald ready to go. And the pitch. Fell back. Screen and the count remains. 2 strikes and a little overcast. Partly cloudy skies this afternoon. The temperature right around 80, I believe, was going to be the high today. Yesterday, a lot of wind. Today, beautiful.
Today, so far, so good.
Old Glory limp. And this one lifted to right center. Looks like Aidan Bruce has a beat on it. The center fielder makes the catch, and that is the first out of the third inning. And here is Brooks Scott. Brooks 3 of 6 on the year.
Catcher number 22, Brooks Scott.
It looks like Brooks has more hair than last time I saw him. Off-speed pitch for a strike outside corner. As I mentioned, he has put a lot of muscle. Very big in the weight room. Dedication. And this one fouled to the right side.
Kind of an emergency hack by Brooks. Looked like he made a last-minute decision to swing at that. Yeah, Brooks, he's taken the old COVID, don't get a haircut stuff pretty seriously there.
Yeah, last time I saw him, it's been a few months, and yeah, he's got those long locks moving.
Yeah, could be a preseason all-flow team candidate.
And the pitch on the way. This one lifted foul. Well, Brooks graduated high school in New Jersey last year. I believe Don Bosco was the name of the school, and sadly they were not able to play, as a lot of the schools weren't, because of the COVID last spring. We went to a high school with a great sports program. And the pitch on the way, that one swung on and missed, and it goes in the dirt. Having a hard time fielding it, picking it up now, but Rangel finally gets the handle, throws to first for the second out. That goes as a strikeout and also a put out.
Right fielder number 10, Michael Dorr.
See how, the whole year off for all these guys affects their performance, and who's going to be able to get back to that level they were quicker. Is it going to be the pitchers? Is it going to be the hitters? Right now, today, it looks like our pitchers are, at least Patrick Mcdonald's doing a nice job.
Here comes Michael Dorr out of Las Vegas. And the first pitch is outside. Michael's a very good athlete. He actually played baseball and some high school tennis up in the Reno area. Was in my tennis class, and just a good all-around athlete. Swing and a miss. A good off-speed that time, kind of fooled him a little bit.
Yeah, he has a nice left-handed swing.
So Dorr is the number 9 batter in the lineup. 2 down in the third. McHenry would follow the top of the order if he can get on. And this one lifted left field. It's foul, and it's going to land harmless.
Right between left field, third base, and shortstop, and nobody looked too interested to run 60 feet.
Yeah, Mitchell took a look and said, no way I'm going to get that one.
Let's get into the terra firma before I can get over there.
So 2 strikes. Dorr's got to protect here. Outfield a little bit deep, playing him deep. Pitch on the way. That one hit him. Thanks.
1 and 2.
And that's the last thing you want to do on a 1-2 count, especially when you've got the first 8 out of the game.
Yeah.
And that's a mistake. Let's see if Johnny McHenry can cash it in here for him.
Second baseman number 5, Johnny McHenry.
He hit it right at Russ Mitchell, the left fielder. So Johnny 0 for 1, hitting .333 coming into play. Again in limited attempts and against 3 teams that tapped. A couple with Reedling and 2 with Antelope Valley, where they scored the 30-some runs. That's a strike, breaking pitch outside corner. 32 runs in 5 innings. You know what? That's a pretty interesting line score.
Yeah, that's averaging a lot of runs per inning.
This one hit down to second. Nice play, ranging all the way to the first base side is James, and took a hit away from McHenry. So a very good play. He got a great jump on it, good range, and brought it in. So
no runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of the 4th.
We go to the 4th inning. 2-0 in favor of Cerro Coso. Back after this 1-minute timeout. This is Cerro Coso Baseball on 1240 AM and Cerro Coso. fourth inning. Harper on the day, 1 for 1. He has scored 1 run. He also, besides a base hit, walked in that second inning. Harper 14 of 25, 560 his numbers coming into play. Up for his fourth inning of work, the left-hander, and fastball for a strike is Clayton Dethridge. Got him to swing on a nice little sinking, maybe two-seamer on that one. So Dethridge back. We weren't sure if he would or not. He's got to be 90 over, right?
Right now he's at 83.
83. This one hit hard to second base. Boy, nice play by McHenry. That thing I thought would eat him up, and he stayed with it. Didn't hit a great hop, but he stayed with it. So 4-3 on the putout. 1 down in the fourth, and here's Rick Nunez. Nunez struck.
Right fielder number 21, Ricky Nunes.
Nunez hit one to deep center. That Holzem had a great track on it. Went back, and it went off his glove, and it was ruled an error. Nunez, 4 home runs on the year. Right-handed batter. Pitch on the way, check swing. Did he go? And
Yes, he did.
he did.
Yeah, I think that that last out was the first time a leadoff batter's been retired for Mount San Jacinto.
And he asked for time and granted it. A little bit late.
And not very emphatically. The home plate umpire just kind of walked away. You're like, hey, where are you going?
1 strike pitch coming up for a Dethridge. Here it is. And that one outside corner. That's unhittable.
No.
I mean, there's no way you're going to turn on something like that. Great pitch. And the count now 0-2. Outfield straight away. Not real deep in left and center. This one way upstairs. Ball 1-1-2.
Looked like the changeup that just slipped out of his hands a bit.
We're in the fourth inning. It's 5-0 San Jacinto. 4 hits. This one just misses outside. Boy, that. And I'll say this: the umpire has been very consistent. It's been a large strike zone, which I like personally. Remembering some 5-hour games. Pitch on the way. This one is a lifted foul down the right side, and it'll be a nice venture for someone to go get that one. Those things can really roll out there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Getting his sign now. Here it is. This one is dribbled to third. It's going to stay foul, and we'll reset with a count 2-2. Here in the fourth inning, 1 down. Coso infield from third to first of Davis, Reyes, McHenry, and Jimenez. Outfield of Bo Brooks, Jackson Holzem, and Michael Dorr. Now asking for time again, and we're ready to go. Gets his sign, and this one way outside on the raking pitch. So another 3-2 count, but as you mentioned, it can be dangerous, but the last 2 or 3 3-2 counts, he's got the batter. Let's see if that follows. That's strike 3 call. No, that's ball 4. I guess it must have stayed high. Usually I don't make a call till I see that right hand go up, but that one sure did.
Catcher number 8, Simon Rangel.
I think just about everybody on the field except the guy who's calling balls and strikes.
So
And he's got 51% of the vote.
So another walk. I believe that's 6 now. This one inside. Nice stop by Brooks Scott. The count 0-1. Simon Rangel, one of only 2 players playing today that played last year for Mount San Jacinto. Hitting .438 coming into play. A walk and a strikeout today. Pickoff move. And so Dethridge now has got to regroup. He really thought he had strike 3 on Nunez. And like Mark Gubasov, Angels color person, announcer, he says you got to concentrate on, you have to give up a home run when you don't get a strike, you should, because he said it has just really damaged a lot of pitchers when they can't overcome something that just happened. They lose focus.
Yeah, and I guess another thing to consider is as many pitches that Clayton has thrown today, and as many times he's been behind in the count, he's probably not going to get the benefit of the doubt on those close pitches. And so it looked awfully good, but it is what it is.
Pitch on the way, low, nice stop, and that's ball 4. You think he may be to the end of the rope?
Yeah, I to be honest, Tom, I'm surprised he came out to pitch to start this inning. He's at 96 pitches right now.
Pitcher number 27, Patrick Mcdonald.
Well, speaking of guys that can hit, here's Patrick Mcdonald, who doubled in 2 runs back in the second inning. 5-0 San Jacinto. Runners at first and second. McDonald now 6 hits on the season. Curveball for a strike. Beautiful movement on that one. And the count 0-1.
Yeah, I think he's done a nice job throwing his breaking ball in for a strike. You know, the problem is hitters just start sitting on that if that's the only pitch you can throw for a strike.
They're not holding Rangel on at first. First and second, 1 out. Here it is. This one low. And the count 2-0. I beg your pardon, 1 ball, 1 strike. Downbridge now taking a little more time. Of course, he's got runners on base. That's always going to be a natural. Gets a sign from Scott. Quick look at second. He deals the plate. And a nice pitch right down the pipe. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Bo Brooks playing fairly shallow again in left field for the left-handed hitting McDonald, but I'll tell you what, he scoots one through that gap, it's going to roll a long way.
Here it is, 1-2. This one hit hard to second. Nice play there. And McHenry, and he doubles him up. Johnny McHenry with another great stop. Boy, does he have hands. And he able to get up, make a nice throw, and that is it here in the 4th inning. Wow. Does he have hands or what there?
Well, 2 innings a roll that the double play.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning.
He's on the verge here. This
And holds up.
Maybe May 13th, I believe, is their last game, somewhere around there. They play a fairly short season, 9 or 10 games. Coso really playing more than anyone. Jackson Holzum steps in. The pitch comes up. This one low, ball 1. So you've got Max Rangel, the pitcher, his brother Simon Rangel, the catcher, both from Temecula Valley High School. Right-hander. Inside, ball 2, 2-1.
Yeah, Patrick McDonald only threw 42 pitches in 3 innings.
Wow.
So, yeah, he must be on a pitch count or something.
And this one hit hard to left field, and all of a sudden we have got a 4-1 or a 5-1 game. That's a whole run for Jackson Holzum. Pitching and momentum, is there a correlation?
Yeah, I wonder if Coach Lonsdale is second-guessing his decision to make a pitching change right about now.
Well, I'll say this. They don't have a big roster, and I doubt there's only 15 people on it, or maybe 16.
Shortstop number 9, Luis Reyes.
I don't know what the rest of their week schedule is, because I know 4 of their games are with Antelope Valley, and 4 with Cerro, and I think 1 with Bakersfield, and that's their season. And this one hit hard to the hole. A nice backhand by Harper. Throws, and it can't be scooped out. It goes all the way to the backs, the dugout, I should say. It caroms back in, and that's going to be probably a
throw in here.
Yep.
E6.
E6. Made a nice play deep in the hole. Would have been a good throw to get him. And so Coso, just like that, has something going.
Yeah,
first baseman number 34, Danny Jimenez.
Max Rangel.
I want to double check to make sure he wasn't one of the Rangels that played last year, just out of curiosity. And here is Jimenez. Open stance. And a nice slider. Off the bottom outside corner. Jimenez, 5 hits on the year, 5 of 10 coming in. 0 for 1 today, grounded out to second. Look at second, now Rangel steps off the rubber. So Mcdonald, only 43 pitches, as alluded to by Lee. Long look inside, and the pitch. Strike 2 call. Yeah, that had some spin on it also. Good movement on it.
So I wonder if he triples up on him here. I think I might change his eye level and throw a little bit something quicker.
Gets his sign once again. Look at second. Here it is. This one in the dirt. Good stop by brother Simon. Infield of Julian Gonzalez, Aaron Harper, Jayden Jones, Ryan Grinnell. From third to first, outfield is Mitchell, Bruce, Nunez, left to right. Rangel says yes. Look back at second. And the right-hander deals off speed. This one is a rope to second base, and a nice stop there by, again, Jayden Jones. Take a base hit away from Jimenez on the play. Reyes goes to third, and 1 down now here in the 4th inning. So some very good defensive plays.
Designated hitter number 2, Matthew Payne.
Good patience. I got time. I'll sit on this one and then make just a good, solid throw over to first. They're doing a nice job.
Here's Matthew Payne, who is 0 for 1. And there's a nice slider on the inside corner.
So it looks like Max Rangel has started just about every batter out he's seen so far today with a slider.
And the next pitch, inside. That almost hit him off speed, took something off it. Payne coming into play had 7 hits, hitting .500, 7-14, 0 for 1 today, grounded out to third base. Looking in, getting his sign. Here it is. This one is hit foul down the baseline, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthew Payne,
What's up, man?
freshman. Rangel, tall right-hander, 6'2", about 190-pounder. And a swing and a miss. And holding on to that low strike was Simon Rangel, and that is the second out of the inning. So first strikeout.
Third baseman number 6, Anthony Davis.
Here's Anthony Davis. Anthony on the day, 0 for 1. Hit the ball hard to Reynolds, the first baseman, who made a nice play and beat him to the bag. Back in the 2nd inning. And this one low one outside. Well, there's chicken on the hill.
Yeah.
And what famous broadcaster, Lee, Hall of Famer, used to have that as one of his main themes? What you think on that one? And that one outside corner, boy, so a very favorable outside corner. Good consistency from the umpire. That's all you can really ask.
Tom, you didn't tell me there was going to be a quiz if I was sitting here.
We're going to have to pick your brain, especially Saturday.
I better start brushing up on my trivia.
This one's outside. Ball 2-2-1. Just in case you have those 32-run innings.
Yeah, we're going to need to talk about something. Or make a run to the CVS store for some throat lozenges.
All right, 2-1 count. This one hit foul towards the dugout, out of play. The first base dugout occupied by Mount San Jacinto, located in the city of San Jacinto, right next to Hemet.
Well, Coyotes looking for a big two out here, right here. They got one in so far. Second run, 90 feet away.
The native of Boron High School, Anthony Davis. And the pitch. This one just does miss low. He went for that low outside corner. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 and 2, I beg your pardon. On deck would be Bo Brooks, if Davis can get on here. Outfield, big gap in right center. Boy, a huge gap in right center. And this one hit to left field, but that's exactly where Russ Mitchell is, and he makes the catch for the third out of the 4th inning. However, the Coyotes do get on the scoreboard. The solo home run by Jackson.
1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. We head to the top of the 5th.
4 innings in our book from Ridgecrest. Our school, Cerro Coso, has some work to do. They trail the San Jacinto Eagles 5-1. This is Cerro Coso baseball on 12:40 a.m. KLOA.
Number 19, Russell Mitchell.
Ryan Grinnells and Aidan Bruce. San Jacinto leading 5-1.
Carlos Soto today comes in on the mound with 2 innings under his belt in the last season. Has an ERA of 9.0. He's given up 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of them have been earned. Walked 1 and struck out 2.
And Mitchell hitting .353. 6 hits on the season. First pitch slider for a strike in the count, 0-1. Reyes ready, or their Soto ready to go again. Brooks Scott behind the plate. The freshman. Bo Brooks, Jackson Holson, Michael Doerr, your outfield from left to right. Davis, Reyes, McHenry, and Jimenez, third to first, your infield. Pitch on the way, that one outside. And counts out. Evens up. Coso in action again Saturday against Antelope Valley, who he beat pretty handily the other day down in Lancaster. Pitch on the way. That one swung on and missed. Boy, some good movement on it. Just maybe a little sliding action. It went from left to right pretty quickly.
Yeah, kind of up in the zone, you know, and as a hitter, boy, those things look awful nice. You get that big old baseball right in your eyes, and then you can never catch up to it.
All right, Soto gets his sign. Here it is. This one is strike three call. Boy, outside corner. Boy, a big zone. And finding it was Soto right on that outside corner. That's almost
First baseman, number 32, Ryan Grenalls.
Russell Mitchell could have done with that one.
Here's Ryan Grenalls, first baseman, hitting .235. He struck out in the first, walked in the third. And the fastball is outside. Ball 1-1. 5 runs and I believe 5 hits for Mount San Jacinto, or 4 hits. And a swing and a miss off speed. So we've seen a little bit of giddy up. We've seen movement. And that time, big breaking pitch.
Yeah, he took a lot off that one. That was a nice pitch.
Soto ready to go. Here it is. One's outside. Straight away is pulls him in center. Same for Michael Doerr in right. There's a swing and a miss again. Good movement on those pitches.
Yeah, just when the Eagles batters were getting used to
Boy, another one in that. Missed just a little bit maybe upstairs. Pretty good pitch. But, again, when you're ahead of the count, you can afford to throw a few just off it.
Yeah, as I was saying, just as, you know, the Eagles are getting used to Deathridge and what he's throwing, all of a sudden Carlos Soto comes in and the sight picture changes dramatically. And I think we see that here a little bit just in how the hitters are reacting to some of these pitches.
And Carlos ready, set at the belt, gets his sign. Here it is. And this one is hit third base ready. Didn't chase Davis in foul territory, and Anthony makes the catch over his shoulder. Nice job of sticking with it. The thing was hit pretty high up there. Gave Davis plenty of time, but he had a lot of territory to cover. So 2 down.
Yeah, and Anthony did a nice job that time.
Center fielder, number 24, Aidan Bruce.
They all come back towards the infield. So Anthony did a good job of putting his back to the infield and not overrunning the ball, which you see happen more often than you'd like to.
And here's Aidan Bruce. Bruce 5 hits on the season. Hit by a pitch today, also walked. And this one low, bounces up all the way to the backstop, and the count 1-0. Bruce is the number 8 hitter in the lineup for San Jacinto. Soto peers in, says yes to Brooks Scott, and check swing, ball 2, unless he went, he didn't. 2-0 the count.
Yeah, Aidan Bruce today so far has no batting statistics since he has walked and been hit by a pitch, but he's got a good on-base percentage.
Pitch on the way, swung on and foul tip at the plate. The count 2-1. Looking ahead to the Coso 5th inning, it would be the number 7, 8, 9, Bo Brooks Scott, and Michael Doerr. Coso down 4. Oh, but it's all about pitching here. So they tell me, and after all the years, so I believe. Pitch on the way. This one is low, nice scoop by Brooks Scott.
So they don't ski or something.
Say Coach Scott give him, at least statistic-wise, a few guys an opportunity today that maybe haven't played quite as much. Pitch on the way. This one is hit to left field. Back on his horse as Bo Brooks makes the catch. Nice job, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Carlos Scott. So we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Our score remains.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning.
As mentioned, Bo Brooks Scott, and Michael Doerr. bats from the right side. Out of Mesa Skyline High School. Big chopper, and that's going to be a tough play for the second baseman, but he gets him.
Beautiful play that time by Jayden Jones.
Jayden Jones made that look so easy. He was on the left field side of second base with his body going towards left field, and he just kind of...
Catcher number 22, Brooks Scott.
You know, fielding that ball on the back end on a dead sprint and then being able to throw across his body like that and get enough on it. Excellent, excellent play by Jayden Jones.
And here's Brooks Scott. Brooks struck out back in the third inning. Brooks 3 hits on the season coming into play. Right-handed batter. And a big curveball stays inside. Well, I'll be honest, at this level, you don't see a lot of second basemen who are going to make a play like that. You just don't.
Yeah, you may see him get to the ball, but they don't make that throw.
Not at all. Pitch on the way. This one hit him. And that's probably the last. What was it?
I think he called it a foul ball. I think maybe it went off his bat. It must have.
Yeah, no argument from Brooks. Looked like it actually got him though. If it does get the bat, it's a foul ball. It's the way it, just kind of the way it rolls.
Yeah, the way the rule book's written.
1-1 pitch. This one is popped up foul, second base wise, and it's going to be out of play. Jacinto occupies the dugout down the first base line. Cerro Coso the dugout on our third base line. I've got to mention when it comes to dugouts and strange things, big chopper, and that's going to be a base hit. It just bounced over the head of Julian Gonzalez. Harper backed it up. Nothing he could do on it. So that's a base hit, one of those kind of Super Bowl effects.
Yep. Right fielder number 10, Michael Dorr.
Here's Mike Dorr. He, a member of the Coyotes last year. He was getting some good playing time before the COVID stoppage.
Michael was hit by a pitch his first time out.
Right-handed batter. 7 hits coming in. This one is outside. Ball 1. As I mentioned when he first came to the plate, good athlete. Played high school tennis up in the Reno area. Silver Spring, I believe. Nice pitch at the belt. They count 1-1. Well, look where Aidan Bruce is playing the center fielder. There's a huge gap in left center. I mean, a huge gap. This one hit down to second base. James has to back up, gets the force, and that's all they'll get. And once James had to back up on it, it pretty much took away the double play. So it'll go 4-6 on the pitcher's choice.
Second baseman number 5, Johnny McHenry.
So Dorr over at first. Brooks Scott out at second on the first. And top of the order we go, John McHenry, and he's hit the ball hard twice. One time to the center fielder, Russ Mitchell, and the other to the second baseman, Jayden Jones. And this one a little off speed, pitch stays low. McHenry could easily be 2 for 2 today. Left-handed batter, the high school up in the Reno area. Look over at first. Here's the pitch. And that paints the corner, 1-1.
Nice backdoor breaking ball there. I think Cerro, they got a nice handful of left-handed hitters. Every single one of these guys has a nice swing from the left side.
Max Rangel in his second inning of work gets his sign from his brother Simon. And that's high and outside. 2-1 now. 5 runs, 4 hits for Mount San Jacinto. Cerro Coso now 1 run and now 2 hits. A home run and the infield single. Outfield now more straightaway, although this one in the dirt and going to second easily will be Michael Dorr. That wild pitch.
Yeah. Again, Dorr didn't make a break for a second till he read the ball down in the dirt. That was a nice read. He saw it go down and didn't wait around to see how Simon Rangel was going to going to handle it. He took off right away.
McHenry ahead of the count here. If he can get one he can turn on. Look back at second. Rangel says, yes, this one hit down to first, and it is a fair ball, or did it go off his foot? And now they call time. It looked like a fair ball all the way, unless it hit him.
Well, it appears Johnny McHenry thinks it went off his foot, but both the umpires are not thinking so much. I know the first base umpire, it was a fair ball.
They're going to ask.
Yeah, they're going to converse here. And
they've got a three-man crew, which is very seldom.
Yeah, I think that's a Central Valley Conference. They're being generous this year. And what we're going to do here, I guess they're going to call him out.
Here we go. I got you.
So that'll be a
3 unassisted.
Yep. And that'll be the third out.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We head to the top of the 6th.
The Coyotes, they do get the infield single. They strand 1. 5 in the books from Ridgecrest. Our score, San Jacinto 5, Cerro Coso 1 back after this. 1 minute timeout. This is Cerro Coso baseball on 12:40 a.m. and Cerro Coso streaming.
Third baseman number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
Number 9 batter, Julian Gonzalez. Followed by the top of the order, Jayden Jones, and then Aaron Harper. Good defensive plays this afternoon, both ways. Julian Gonzalez, 0 for 2 on the day. Carlos Soto in his second inning of work. And this one fisted, foul, and the count 0-1.
Yeah, the Coyotes have been the benefactors of some real huge double plays to get out of some innings. Otherwise, this one could be a bit on the funny side.
Gonzalez waits at the plate, and a swing and a miss. Took a little off it. Gonzalez on the day, as mentioned, 0 for 2. Ground out to third, also struck out. Julian from Desert Mirage High School. Out from the desert in Thermal. Pitch on the way. This one low.
Good 2-strike pitch there. See if he'll chase.
And as you mentioned earlier, anytime you get ahead of the count, you have that luxury of taking 1 or 2 and out of the zone where you might get someone to swing on something. This one in the dirt. The count now opens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you just tuned in, 5-1. 6th inning, Cerro Coso down 4 runs. The outfield of Bo Brooks, Jackson Holzum, and Mike Dorr from left to right. Infield the same, Davis, Reyes, McHenry, Jimenez, third to first. And another foul ball, and reset again, 2-2 count. This game started at 2 o'clock local time, and you are listening to Cerro Coso baseball on KLOA Ridgecrest. Pitch coming up. And that got it right on the shoulder of all things. I mean, with 2 strikes, that's the last thing in the world you want to do when you're a pitcher. Only 10th there.
And then to compound it, it's the leadoff batter.
Second baseman number 2, Jayden Jones.
And speaking of a guy that's been a handful, as you mentioned, the leadoff batter, Jayden Jones. 2 singles, and he did ground into that double play, hit the ball hard, but defensively he's made a couple gems. I mean, gems.
Yeah, he's definitely earning his money.
And Soto, good fastball right on the hands, jams. Jones first ball swinging and fouls it back.
Omar, you got to lay out for that.
And looks like VP Chad Houck doing his diligence and going after that foul ball. All right, Dethridge peers. Soto peers in. A look over at first. Here's the pitch. This one's a big chopper, and that's going to be into left field for a base hit. Again, one of those big bouncing balls. No chance at all for either Davis or Reyes to get that one. So that's a base hit. His 3rd of the game for Jayden Jones.
Yeah, he's having a day.
Shortstop number 22, Aaron Harper.
Another case of didn't exactly crush that ball, but she hit it in the right spot.
All right, here's Aaron Harper. Harper came into play with 14 hits on the year, 14 to 25. Today he has singled, scored a run, walked, scored a run, and grounded out to second. Soto ready to go. Look back at second. Here it is. This one, nice slider for a strike in the count. 0-1. Great pitch. Really hard to turn on in that wheelhouse.
Yeah. Carlos did a nice job that time, staying low and away from this guy. See if you can get him to roll over on something and hit a double play ball.
Harper, the shortstop today for San Jacinto. And the pitch by Soto. This one is hit hard to left field. Rook's back, but this one is off the old scoreboard for a home run, and it is now an 8-1 game. A 3-run homer for Aaron Harper, and he got all of that one. Well, the way Brooks went back, I thought maybe he'd have a play, but no such luck. This one off the face of the scoreboard. That's 3 RBIs. Now 4 RBIs today for Aaron Harper.
Yeah, I think Carlos Soto definitely liked that one back. It looked like a slider that just stayed off.
Right fielder number 21, Ricky Nunes.
His arms extended, and that came off the bat pretty hot and dented your scoreboard, Tom.
Maybe it'll turn on
Yeah,
now.
maybe it'll start working.
Edison will have mercy. All right, here's Rick Nunez. Nunez, who came in with 4 home runs, and he hits one hard to right center, and that's trouble, and that one is gone. So Nunez, I was just about to say, came in with 4 home runs, but has been quiet today. Well, not so quiet anymore. That thing hit that to probably one of the deeper parts, maybe 380 out there on the warning track. Or to the power area in right center.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and the wind was blowing out a little bit, not too strong, but that
Catcher number 8, Simon Rangel.
Okay, well, maybe stats aren't maybe as important in the brief season, but that's 5 home runs for Nunez in, I believe, 5 games. Or 4 games for San Jacinto. And here is Simon Rangel. Slider, he takes a strike in the count, 0-1. Rangel on the day, 2 walks and a strikeout, did score a run. So 4 runs in the inning. A hit batsman started things. Slider, and that's outside. A hit batsman, a single by Jones, and then a 3-run homer by Aaron Harper, and a solo shot by Rick Nunez.
Yeah, those back-to-back home runs result in a big old fucking number.
And another slider outside. The count now 2-1. A good spin on the pitch.
Yeah, you know, and here's where you hope Carlos Soto just kind of bears down, not intimidated, and doesn't try to start getting careful.
Same location, but a different result. And the count now 2-2. Simon Rangel looks in and says, sir.
You just called that last one.
Tough one to try to hit. And the pitch on the way. This one low. I'll say this, that umpire has been very consistent. Big strike zone. Corners have been very generous to the pitchers, but it's gone both ways.
Yeah, you know, and that's all you can ask for, right? I mean, be consistent, and we'll figure out where your zone is. It's It's when they're not consistent that guys about lose their minds.
And that's ball 4. I think they've done a very good job. But you know what? Even in the major leagues, when they start to freeze stuff and things,
Designated hitter number 27, Patrick McDonald.
strikes that are out of that little zone they have on TV, and some that are out, are called or in that are, called balls. So
Right.
it can be hard. I mean, you got a 100-mile-an-hour pitch, 95-mile-an-hour pitch coming at you in the major leagues. It's tough, and it's breaking, it's movement. All right, here's McDonald, and he takes strike 1. Patrick McDonald on the day, grounded into a double play. Also doubled, 2 RBIs on that double back in the 2nd inning, and he pitched beautifully today in the 4 innings that he worked. And this one popped up over on the left side. Davis gives chase, and the Boron native makes the catch in foul ground for the first out of the inning.
Nice job that time by Anthony Davis and Brooks Scott. Foul ball there between third
Left fielder number 19, Russell Mitchell.
as a priority, and Anthony took charge and made a nice play.
Here's Russ Mitchell. Walked, grounded out to short, also struck out. Came into play with 6 hits, right-handed batter. Soto ready deals. This one gets away from Scott, and advancing to second base will be a wild pitch charged against Soto. Nothing that Brooks really could do there. That thing just bounced in front. And
Yeah, I got to try to body up on that thing, and don't try to catch it per se, just wear it and knock it down. Guys get into trouble when they try to backhand those things. They just go clanking off their gloves.
Mitchell waits. He's out of Murrieta Valley High School in Murrieta. Look back at second. Here it is. This one hit hard into left field. I don't think that's going to score. Nice job charging the baseball is Brooks, and they'll put the brakes on Nunez at third base. So runners at the corners now with 1 out. Let's see.
First baseman number 32, Ryan Grenals.
Hit number 8 for San Jacinto.
That it is, Tom. 9 runs on 8 hits, and they have stranded 6 so far. Pitching coach Ryan Cantrell had not down with Carlos Soto.
Title a couple years ago. No? Ryan Grenell's ready, and this one
Heads up right here. Right here.
high in the air, it'll land right in front of Low Stender, and who did not try to make the catch.
Omar, another chance. He didn't move.
Grenell's on the day, struck out, walked, and popped out to third. Soto ready to go. He deals. This one is hit into right field, base hit. That'll be an RBI. Let's see where the throw comes in. Nice throw to third base, but I don't think in time. Boy, a beautiful throw. You couldn't have done it any better from Michael Doerr.
Yeah, he definitely made that close.
So Grenell stays at first. That'll be a RBI single. Scoring will be Simon Rangel.
Center fielder number 24, Aidan Bruce.
And Russell Mitchell, aggressive base running over to third base. So the double play ball still in order. And here is Aidan Bruce. Bruce on the day, a walk, a hit by a pitch, and flew out to left field. Soto ready deals. This one on the outside corner. Fastball, strike 1. So Bruce is the 9th man to come to the plate here in the 6th inning. So the Eagles have batted around. Soto set at the belt and the pitch. That one high, and the count 1-1.
And I want to say, Tom, Carlos Soto started this inning throwing about 15 pitches his first inning of work, and he's thrown 25 so far and has 1 out.
Set at the belt again is Soto. This one is lifted to short left field. Let's see. Catch made by Brooks. Throw to the plate is going to be cut off. So good base running by Mitchell.
Sacrifice fly that time. And in that situation, Bo Brooks came over, but he makes the catch, but he's running away.
Third baseman number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
Basically was kind of coming straight in, and he could have probably had a better shot at making a throw had he caught the ball.
All right, here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez led off the 6th inning, hit by a pitch on a 2-2 pitch, and takes ball 1. Soto appears in. Quick look at first. He deals now. Breaking pitch, and that is inside.
Almost looked like it hit him again.
Got to be hit twice in 1 inning is something that
Honorable, I guess.
if you're the offense, it is. If the defense, it's not so honorable. But
Correct.
pitch on the way. This one,
Called strike.
yep, right on the inside part of the plate too. Boy, he's done a good job of nibbling those corners.
Yeah, and that's great. I mean, don't give in. Don't just throw something right down the middle. You got to keep trying to pound the corners and change the eye levels.
Little toss over to first, and back is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. And drive total.
Outfield straight away. 11-1 now in favor of San Jacinto. Pitch on the way. That one high. 2-2 to count. 3-1, I beg your pardon. I missed my big gigantic scoreboard out there, as I've mentioned a few times. All right, Soto ready. Quick look over at first. He deals. And that one catches the plate. 3-2.
So Ryan Granado should be off and running here with the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. Coso infield is thinking field the ball and throw it across to first.
And the pitch, this one outside, and that is ball 4. I believe that's the second walk issue. So we go back to the top.
Second baseman number 2, Jayden Jones.
And Jayden Jones has definitely been a menace today against the Coyotes. He has 3 hits, he has scored 3 runs, and he has made a couple of tremendous defensive plays at second base. And the pitch on the way, this one just outside. Breaking pitch. In fact, both second basemen have made some extremely good plays today.
Yeah, they have definitely done their part.
Henry for Coso and Jones for San Jacinto. This one is hit in the hole, and that's a base hit, probably station to station. And that's exactly what the Eagles do there. So the base is now full of Eagles, and that is 4 hits today for Jayden Jones, who came into play hitting .316. And now
Shortstop number 22, Aaron Harper.
Harper homered earlier this inning, a 3-run shot.
Yeah, you know, and we saw that last play, Tom, Bo Brooks in left field. I mean, the importance of charging the ball and getting to it quickly. The fact that he came in on that base hit forced Nunez to stay at third.
First pitch is a good slider right on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Soto trying to get out of the jam here. Right-hander ready. Here comes the pitch. This one low, backhanded by Scott. And they count 1-1.
I did not do that diet because my core values
Coso down 11-1. You don't want to go any further behind. As you never know about bullpens when you don't have a lot on your roster. Still in the game. This one outside again, same location. Outfield straight away. You got Brooks, Holson, and Dorr. Great speed out there. You throw Tito Hernandez in the mix too, and that's 4 very, very quick outfielders. Pitch on the way. This one is hit hard, and I don't think Folsom's going to get there. He doesn't. It's going to be up against the wall. That'll score 1. It'll score 2, and it will score a 3rd. 3 RBIs, 6 RBIs in the inning for Aaron Harper.
You better write home, or at least take a screenshot of this box score, because that's a day. That young man is piecing it up. I think that's going to be it for Soto.
So now 14-1, and I believe that's 10 hits for Sanjay. 11. I think today, if you guys haven't played as much or in the
Now batting for the Eagles, right fielder number 21, Ricky Nunes.
he has a lot of depth. I mean, that is a dugout full of a lot of good players that he has.
Right.
All right, Nunes, a home run his last time up. Also struck out, walked, and got on by an error on a long ball hit to center field back in the first inning. Pitch on the way. This one is high ball 1. Looks like he comes over the top in his delivery. Mitchell Maxfield out of, as you mentioned, Las Vegas. Set on the rubber. Peers in, gets his sign for Brooks Scott. Look back at second. And the pitch. This one at the knees for a strike.
Yeah, Maxfield hoping he can come in here and throw the final out and get his boys back in the dugout and see if they can start chipping away at a pretty sizable lead.
6 innings. This is the 13th man to bat in the inning. Quick look back. Here it is. This one is a big chopper, and that'll go foul. Well, you know, you get some threatening clouds out behind left field, out to the north. There's no chance of rain, I don't believe, anyway. But it does look like somebody's getting a little moisture out that way.
Yeah, it always rains a lot up there in the eastern face of the Sierra Nevada, but closest we get to it is about 10 miles away.
And this one hit foul, giving chase and running out of real estate. Good effort down there by Jimenez.
And that's good to see. You know, Danny Jimenez has been standing out there playing defense for a long time, but just doesn't assume the ball's going to go out of play. Makes a good effort, and that's all you can ask.
Nunez bats from the right side. Local product out of the Hemet area. And the pitch. This one hit hard, but foul down the left field line and out of play. If Nunez can get on, Simon Rangel would bat. The brother of the current pitcher of record, Max Rangel. He would stand to win the game at the moment, even though Mcdonald pitched flawlessly in 4 innings. And another one hit foul down the left field line and out of play.
I think if I'm Mitchell Maxfield, I'm going to try to throw Ricky Nunez something down, low, and away, because he is getting around everything he's serving up right now.
And a reset, ready to go. Pitch on the way. This one hit foul. This time had ideas of right center, looked like this time. Pulls him straight away, center field. 402 to deep center, 320 down the lines here at the dog yard. Pretty good lead for Aaron Harper. 6 RBIs in the inning for him. And this one is lifted to right center, giving chase. Let's see if there's enough room.
Oh, beautiful catch.
Catching the ball right at the fence is Mike LaDour, and that'll be that. But 13 men come to the plate, and the Eagles put up in the inning
9 runs on 7 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning.
9 runs, okay, in the inning. So as we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning, the kind of Olsen steps up, a home run and a ground out to short. Rangel still in the game. This one's upstairs, ball 1-1-0. This is his second inning of work. He sat a long time in that dugout. I think he got to go down and throw it in the pen. Olsen hitting 222 coming into play. And that's low. But Bob Prince,
That's the answer?
a legendary broadcaster for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And a foul tip at the plate. Now, when the San Diego Padres came into existence in about 1970, I believe it was, he was offered the position, I believe, for the Padres, to be one of their broadcasters. And I'll never forget the quote that he had. Pitch comes up, this one low, and that's ball number 3. 3-1. But he said, no, I don't think I'll take that job because, and the pitch will finish the thought, and that's ball 4. Good eyes that time by Olsen on base again.
Shortstop number 9, Luis Reyes.
He said, no, because to the west, you got the ocean. To the east, you got the desert. To the south, you got Mexico. And to the north, you got Vince Scully.
Yeah, that's probably...
And at that time, they didn't have any many baseball radio stations going to Mexico at all. So it would have just been, a smaller area of a listening audience. And there's a strike to Luigi Reyes. Reyes 0 for 1, also got on by an error, grounded out to second base. 14-1, San Jacinto leads here in the 6th inning.
Well, pretty smart of him to realize I'm not going to try to compete with Vin Scully because he's okay at what he does.
Yeah. Vin Scully was hired at the age of 26 by, I'll let you fill in the blank there. And I know
Brooklyn.
I know you know this one. Well, the famous broadcaster. And that hit him. So 2 men on. Well, you mentioned a little bit at a time. And here's the deal. San Jacinto only has 15, 16 guys on the roster. So you figure it's not a lot of, arms on it that you could go to.
First baseman number 34, Danny Jimenez.
Some of their lineup or the statistics, they got quite a few guys that have pitched. A lot of them dual guys, position player and a pitcher. I have the 14 guys in the bullpen.
Jimenez with a chance here for an RBI or 2. Takes high ball 1-1. Jimenez has that slide open stance.
Yeah, I'm thinking if Mount San Jacinto can get another inning or maybe 2 out of Max Rangel, they'll be set up pretty nice.
2 men on. Bottom of the 6th. That's a strike on the inside corner. Jimenez agreed.
Yeah, he kind of crowds the plate though, so anything on that inside corner is close to.
Jimenez 5 of 10 coming into play. 1 for 2 today, as mentioned. Couple ground outs to second base. Look back at second. Here's the pitch. That one a little bit low. Oh my! And falling down, trying to get back to second base was Jackson Holzem, and I think had Rangel reacted a little sooner, that would have been an out at second base. All right, here we go. Trying to get another runner on base here. Big chopper down to short. To second for 1, on to first, and that's a double play. Boy, didn't think that would be a DP because Harper, the shortstop, had to wait for it. Underhanded to Jones and made a nice throw to Reynolds. So that's a 6-4.
Designated hitter number 2, Matthew Payne.
Yeah, you're right, Tom. I mean, that ball wasn't hit very well, and Harper had to just stand back and wait for it. But a nice transfer again by Jayden Jones there at second.
And Matthew Payne 0 for 2, grounded out to third, also struck out. Right-handed batter. Slider for a strike in the count, 0-1.
Right, that's true, yeah.
So Holzem at third. He has the only run of the day, the homer. And that one hit well to left field, but room at the warning track for Russ Mitchell. And that'll be that. So Payne gave it a good ride, but Mitchell had room, and that'll be that in the 6th inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of the 7th.
No hits, they do strand 1. 6 in the books. It's all San Jacinto. They lead it by a score of 14-1. Back after this 1-minute timeout right here on 1240 a.m.
Number 8, Simon Rangel.
Simon Rangel, Patrick Mcdonald, and Russ Mitchell. Before 5 and 6 for San Jacinto. They will face in his second league of work Mitchell Maxfield, Las Vegas native, 6'3", 200. Fastball outside, ball 1. Well, Simon Rangel on the day, a couple walks, actually 3 walks and a strikeout. He's actually scored 2 runs. Same outfield and infield for the Coyotes, no changes. Fastball misses outside. So he has that straight down delivery.
Yeah, right over the top.
And one thing about that, I've read that can be hard to maybe read the grips of the pitcher when they do that. So they can keep it behind the head. There's 3 and up. Pretty good pitch. And one of the keys, of course, is to see the release point, to see what the grip is and how the ball's coming off that release point.
Yeah, it's absolutely crucial to pick that ball up right out of the pitcher's.
That's ball 4 for 4 straight pitches.
Yeah, Simon Rangel has walked 3 times.
4 times now.
That's pretty good on base percentage. I'm sure he'd like to see it.
Designated hitter number 27, Patrick Mcdonald.
Patrick Mcdonald. Mcdonald started out as a pitcher DH, now just a DH. Has a double in 4 attempts. And the pitch on the way, a couple RBIs, takes it 7-1. Well, he had a stellar performance on the mound, did Patrick Mcdonald.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, when you only throw 42 pitches in 3 innings, that's 14 pitches an inning. On average, that's you'll take that any day.
Yeah, great control. And this one low and outside, backhanded by Brooks Scott.
That's 6 in a row that Mitchell Maxfield has missed.
Yeah, you don't want to give free passes when you're down or even up this much. Try pitching coaches premature gray hairs, so to say. Pitch coming up on 2-0, and it just did miss inside 3-0. So when you turn Mcdonald loose on 3-0?
After 7 balls in a row, I probably would just tell him to keep the bat on his shoulder, which is
Russ Mitchell would follow.
The frustrating part about this is, Mitchell Maxfield's defense can't do anything. They just stand out there with a helpless feeling going on. Can't help you if you don't put the ball in play.
Okay, Mcdonald taking all the way, takes one right down the pipe. 3-1 now the count. Maxfield set at the belt. Quick look at first, he deals. This one is hit into right field, base hit. And that'll be 90 feet for Rangel, and McDonald gets his second hit of the game. First and second with nobody out. And Mitchell comes to bat. Mitchell on the day struck out.
Left fielder number 19, Russell Mitchell.
So singled and scored. Mitchell checked in with a .353 average, 6 of 17 in limited games for the Eagles. Big breaking pitch for a strike in the count, 4-1. Mitchell peers in, tall right-hander. And this one's a little flare to center field, coming in unable to make the play. Quick play to second. Did he get him? No. And that was no man's land for Patrick Mcdonald. And he didn't do a great job of breaking. A play like that, you just have to kind of maybe go halfway and see. And I didn't think it had.
First baseman number 32, Ryan Granals.
Yeah, that was a tough read there by Patrick McDonald. I mean, it looked like it might stay up, but then Holzum kind of took his foot off the gas. So you're thinking, okay, maybe it's going to drop. But from our angle, it was hard to tell.
Ryan Grinnell steps in, takes strike 1, struck out, popped out to third base, and Single. Maxfield says yes. Here it is. That's a fastball high, and they count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. 7th inning. 14-1. Eagles. And a check swing. That's a strike. Nice stop by Brooks Scott. That's a lot of hair he's got. Boy, things are...
I'm telling you, Tom, he's like preseason all flow.
He's put on a lot of muscle, as we mentioned, and also a lot of hair also. Pitch on the way. This one is hit wide of first.
Oh, nice play.
Good backhand. They try to go to the plate. Not a good throw. And that'll score 1. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and that'll be an error charge to Jimenez. So, good idea. Just, couldn't finish. He really, I don't think, had his balance where he needed to be to make a good throw.
Yeah, nice job fielding that ball. Then he just...
Center fielder number 24, Aidan Bruce.
So now 15-1 game. Mcdonald goes to third, Mitchell to second. And with the bases loaded, the number 8 hitter, Aidan Bruce, steps in. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and hit by a pitch and takes ball 1. And the count is 1-0. I can read Brooks Scott his body language, and it's just saying right now, hey, let's just throw strikes.
Yeah, I mean, at least give your defense a chance to help you.
Right, Bruce waits. Good fastball right on the corner, and the count 1-1. Good pitch that time. Good velocity.
Yeah, and the Mitchell Maxfield's defense, he did let his defense help him out.
So Maxfield peers in. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Took something off it. Good pitch. And the count now at 2-2. On deck is Julian Gonzalez. Bruce is the 5th man to bat here in the 7th inning. Maxfield says yes. This one is hit down to third. Nice play. They go to the plate. They go to first and safe at first. Boy, nice throw by Scott. Good play by Anthony Davis. He did all he could. He got the ball to Brooks Scott, who made a good turn and made a good throw. Just couldn't get it. So they do get the force at the plate. So a fielder's choice for Aidan Bruce.
Third baseman number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
Mitchell goes to third. Reynolds goes to second. And here's Julian Gonzalez. Grounded out, struck out, walked, and hit by a pitch, swung on and missed. And the count 0-1. Base is still loaded. Still 15-1. San Jacinto. And only 1 run in the inning, so. Maxfield says yes. Quick look back at second. Here it is. And another good pitch. Swung on and missed. Way in front of that one.
Yeah, and I mean, a bit of a pressure cooker here when you get the bases loaded with no outs. And, that's just so fatiguing for everybody standing out there because you're kind of standing on the ledge.
Right. Here it is. See if he can get out of it. Check swing, and that's a fair ball. And Jimenez says, thank you. I'll step on the bag. That's the 3rd out. And
Second out.
The 2nd out. So nice pitch. Boy, just jammed him right there. He couldn't really get around it. So 2 down.
Second baseman number 2, Jayden Jones.
But he's got to face a very tough batter in Jayden Jones. I mean, a tough batter. Jayden Jones, 4 hits on the day. Pitch coming up. This one is hit foul down to Mike Lonsdale.
Kicked it. Got his hands on it. That's okay.
Give an error.
No, I think he would have made it.
Jones, 4 hits today. Maxfield says yes to the sign from Brooks Scott. The pitch. It's upstairs in the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maxfield, the third pitcher used today by Cerro Coso. Clayton Deathridge started the game. Carlos Soto. And now Maxfield in his second inning of work. Set at the belt. Quick look over at third. Here it is. And a little pop-up behind first base. And then it says he has it. And he makes, or does Johnny McHenry make the catch? Well, either way, the catch is made. And that is a third out of the inning. So only
2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th.
Strand 3. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's 15-1 San Jacinto. It'll be Anthony Davis, Bo Brooks, and Brooks Scott for Cerro Coso in the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, let's go back to our...
Suave.
Brooks and Brooks Scott scheduled 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Coyotes. And the first pitch is strike one on the corner by Alex Benuelos. The next one a little bit low.
Way above the competition.
I don't want to stay up for those down and in pitches on the lefties. I seem to like the
Anthony 0 for 2 on the day. We're off the center field. It's one down that way and foul ground and out of play. We're picking up a little bit, but yeah, it's cooling off in those clouds. Edging a little bit closer. Probably a blue sky though.
But if you just bring joy,
I think it rains in April.
to yourself, look to the others, people who are going to
or any of the other 11 months.
circles.
Next pitch is upstairs to Anthony Davis.
You bring the most joy to the people who are the most inner, and you do as best you can with it.
Anthony came into play with 6 hits on the year,
That's your legacy. Your legacy isn't what
400 batting average.
that's immaterial.
And here it is. This one. So San Jacinto saw their schedule 4 games on their season with Antelope Valley, 4 with Cerro Coso, and I believe 1 or 2 with Bakersfield. That's their season.
Yeah, and I thought they maybe played Ellen Hancock, maybe?
Oh, you know what? You're correct. I beg your pardon. You are correct. Their first game was against Hancock, and I think they won 4-3. Or
Yeah, it was a
very
close one, but they're.
you know, and it's just down that way with all the restrictions. There were very few schools that evidently opted into play.
Yeah, it's tough.
Pitch comes up. That one hit short. And pop go for Harper. Throws, gets it. 1-0 down here in the 7th inning. Here comes Bo Brooks. Brooks on the day, over 2 throughout.
Left fielder number 24, Bo Brooks.
Yeah, you know, and I was wondering, Tom, if like the CCCAA, you know, with all these seasons kind of happening at the same time, if they're like, okay, you're not going to be able to let fans in, so you got to do some sort of streaming or something like that. I don't know if that was a requirement or.
Well, I know this. Very few in the southern section, especially, maybe a handful of schools opted in for anything in the winter, and not many more statewide.
Yeah.
I know in Arizona, that one's nice, just outside, good slider, and Bo Brooks. The outlying schools are playing spring sports and a limited basketball schedule. The outlying ones, all the Metro Phoenix schools, are not allowed to play winter sports. The Maricopa County presidents got together and decided that there'd be no winter sports, but they're allowing the spring sports. So they're playing baseball in the spring in the Phoenix area, all the community colleges.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit less strict on the high schools. Nice fastball, 4 strike 3. And Bo Brooks for the second out of the inning. Good pitch that time. Looks like it kind of.
Catcher number 22, Brooks Scott.
I don't think Bo Brooks is expecting a fastball right now on Broadway. But that's what he got, and took a picture of it.
Here's Scott Brooks. And this one a little bit low on the fastball.
And it's surprising, too, because, you know, I mean, Arizona seemed to be one of the more relaxed states as far as the COVID stuff goes.
I'll tell you the story there in a second. Brooks Scott on the day, a single, also struck out. This one low. Brooks has done a good job behind the plate today.
Yeah, he's been in that crouch for a long time. A lot of pitches thrown by his staff so far.
Benuelos ready. He deals. This one swung on and missed. Good fastball versus fastball. Versus big swing, I should say. 2 outs, 7th inning. 15-1. San Jacinto. This one is at the knees. Boy, that's a tough one. Right on the inside part of the plate. Pretty hard to extend on that one. So Brooks down on the count now.
Yeah, but all you're going to do with that is yank it foul.
And this one in the dirt. And these 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, we got a full.
Coso checked in with a team batting average of 300. And outfield pretty much straight away. They've been at the right spot at the right time. Good chunk of the day. Take a few base hits away.
Yeah, I think they're doing a nice job positioning their outfielders based on what their pitcher's trying to do. Where he's locating his pitches.
And the pitch coming. Ground ball down to second, slow roller, picked up by Jones, throws, gets him, and that'll be that. So a 1-2-3 inning for Benuelos, and that'll do it for the Coyotes.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of the 8th.
15, Coso 1. 8th inning we come to. This is Coso baseball on KLOA Ridgecrest. Did miss. Working fairly quickly. That one fastball inside. We'll go full. Bricks, Hernandez, and toward the outfield, left to right. And a swing and a miss. Challenged him on that fastball. Boy, good pitch. Good velocity, hit that outside corner area.
Yeah, there was nothing that Rangel was going to be able to do with that thing. Right back to it. Got it.
Strike three call. Right fastball. Had to wait for that right arm to go up. Boy, good inning that time for Jackson Holzum. 1, 2, 3. As you mentioned.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Coso down 15-1. It'll be the number 9, 1 and 2 spot. It'll be Michael Dorr, John McHenry, and Jackson Holzum.
For the Coyotes, right fielder, number 10, Michael Dorr.
Until 1988 when Jerry Doggett's last year.
So mine's Jack's Ranch. So mine's
And then just recently, Vince Scully retired, of course. Michael
so
Dorr,
let me go
Las Vegas native, hit by a pitch. And this one is hit hard to left field, but in the right spot at the well. I was ready to say another good play. He drops this one, lets it go under him all the way to the warning track, and that's going to be more than likely an error.
Yeah, I would think that'd be a two-base error. Kind of just nonchalantly came in, tried to underhand it, and high balls.
Second baseman, number 5, Johnny McHenry.
McHenry comes up, lined out to left. Mitchell rocket out. Had him about one step and hit a ball that I thought would be a base hit that Jones, the second baseman, made a great play, ranging to his first base side, and then had that roller to first base that we thought maybe it hit his foot. Peering in, getting his sign now is Benavides, and the pitch. That one swung on and missed. That was a little bit out of the zone.
It was just one of those, like, it was itch to scratch.
Yeah, once again, those high fastballs, boy, they look so nice. In the back of your mind, you're going, I'm going to hit this one into the Argus range. And the next thing you know, you're hearing the pop of the catcher's glove. And you feel much shame.
Benavides looks in, says yes, here it is. Swung on and missed. Pretty good pitch. Took a little bit off. And McHenry down on strikes. So one down here in the 8th inning. Dorr remains at second base. And coming up will be Jackson Holzum, who just pitched a...
Pitcher number 7, Jackson Holzum.
8th inning for the Coyotes.
Yeah, and I thought Alex Benuelos there did a nice job of moving those pitches in and out. You know, he threw a high fastball to McHenry in, and then for the third strike, he moved it to the outer edge. Nice piece of pitching.
And this one fouled down the third base line out of play. pulls him on the day, grounded out to short, hit a solo home run in the 4th inning, and then walked in the 6th. Came into play with 2 hits. 229 were his numbers as we started the day. And a ground ball to third. That's a fair ball.
Get rid of it.
It's going to be a long throw, not in time. Infield hit for Jackson Holmes. Now the question is, could Gonzalez put that back?
Shortstop number 9, Luis Reyes.
I don't think so.
That was one of the reasons why.
I mean, it kind of, Julian Gonzalez sat back on that one, and so his internal clock ought to be saying, get rid of it, but he kind of held it for a second. Enough time for Jackson Holmes and that thing up.
Door's got to stay at second. Here's Reyes coming up. Pitch on the way. This one is the Nunes. Luigi Reyes. Reyes on the day was hit by a pitch, also got on by an error. By Aaron. And grounded out in second. Right-handed batter. And the pitch. This one low. Played by Simon Rangel. And pitch on the way. This one fell ball. It's going. Giving chase was Nunez and Rangel. Too far out. They're going out first base. Wait.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little bit of
Reyes ready to try again. Trying to pick up a couple RBIs here. Coso down 14-1. We're in inning number 8, bottom half of. This one line foul. Over that first base dugout. One of my most memorable dugouts is Rio Hondo. And if you hit a foul ball over that first base dugout at Rio Hondo, it goes into Rose Hill Cemetery. Right in the Rose Garden. And this one in the dirt. Nice stop by Simon Rangel. And that'll keep the runners at first and second. Reyes trying to be selective.
So how many baseballs were in the cemetery, Tom? Did they find the right guys to go get them?
Let me tell you where third base was.
Couldn't be any better than the cemetery.
Tell you that next. And this one found at the plate. Just gets a piece with that time. Reyes. Dan Mendes on the hit. Also trying to scrape and scratch for a couple runs here. Actually 15.
I think it's actually 16.
This one hit just foul right down. Slow roller over the third base side.
Yeah. The diameter of a baseball. Do we know what that is? You probably do. You know everything. Because that's about how foul that pitch was.
Like that.
That's close.
The ID at the break, and I'll discuss whether it's 15 or 16.
I believe it's 16.
Because on my scorebook, which is pretty marked up right,
Sure.
I have 15. But you never make a mistake because of electronics, and you have 16.
My algorithms would stand 16, Tom, but they might not.
Second.
Either way, it's a big number.
Down in second. Over at first. Reyes batting. 8th inning. 1 down. Going a little bit towards the right. And this one hit where nobody is. Well, nice play. Good range that time by Reynolds. I thought this one might get through because everybody was kind of shifting over a little.
Yeah, that ball had a lot of spin on it.
If that would have been hit harder, it would have gone through, but it just really died.
Yeah.
First baseman number 34, Tanny Nunes.
So Dorr moves down to third. Olsen moves over to second. 2 down. And here is Jimenez. And a big swing and miss on the first pitch. Jimenez has that slight open stance. Jimenez today 2 ground outs to second. Also grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Vanelos pitched this one low. Again, nice stop by Simon Rangel.
Well, Tom, tiebreaker, I went to the old-fashioned scoreboard, and it has 16. So that's old-fashioned scoreboard, and all my algorithms saying the same thing.
Fastball, all outside corner. And again, this umpire has been very consistent. Corners have been strikes both ways. They've done a very good job that way.
Yeah, I mean, you can't complain. It's like, here's my strike zone, and I'm sticking to it. You know where it is. You decide if you're going to swing it. So I agree. I can't complain. Well, I like the strike zone, but it is what it is.
Vanelos clears in, gets his sign. Now he steps off the rubber. .510, 175. This one in the dirt. Again, another nice stop by Simon Rangel. Chance for some RBIs here for Daniel Jimenez. Vanelos set at the bill. Gets his sign. And the pitch. That was outside backhand at that time by Rangel.
So Tito Hernandez standing on deck, waiting his first at bat. That'd be kind of nice if he showed up with the bases loaded in 2 hours.
Tito Hernandez is a guy with good contact hitter, great speed.
Yeah, absolutely, he's got wheels.
And the pitch. That one misses, ball 4, so here we go. Bases loaded. And that's the first walk issued by Vanelos.
And he's going to get a visit from his coach.
With the bases loaded, 8th inning, 16-1.
Tito Hernandez stepping in. Played center field defense.
Let's see what Tito can do here in the 8th inning. The bases loaded.
Great opportunity for Tito.
There's an off speed for a strike in the corner. Tito, good contact guy, and he can to really any field. Slightly open stance. And the pitch. That one hit down to second. Good hop. And they surprisingly go to, well, I shouldn't say surprisingly. With traffic coming, they flip over to Harper, but who could fault Jayden Jones on the day he's had? He has been perfect with the...
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. We head to the top of the 9th inning.
So that'll be a 4 out, 4-6. Inning over in the 8th inning. Coso does get the bases loaded. They strand 3 Ninth inning is upon us. Our score, San Jacinto 16, Cerro 1. This is Cerro Baseball, right here at 12:40 a.m. and streaming at Cerro.
And Patrick Mcdonald.
CBS Sports Radio for the IWV. Patrick Mcdonald, pretty good day with the bat, double, a couple RBIs, got on base. Single on the last one. And takes outside. Starting his second inning of work is the right-hander, Jacinto. Used by the Coyotes. And a big swing and miss. Clayton Deathridge started the game. Gave way to Coso, then Mitchell Maxfield, Jackson Holson. Ball high.
Left fielder number 19, Russell Mitchell.
In a 1-2-3 inning in the eighth, then you come on up, 5 pitches, you send the leadoff guy down the first, with a 3,
Russell Mitchell steps in. Last time at that. Fastball upstairs, ball 1-0. Mitchell on the day, a walk, rounded out the shot, struck out, singled again, and scored 1 run, driven in.
That really has settled down.
Pulls him ready, deals. This one ball. Block that Luke Scott. He's got to be a little bit sore. Oh, he's a pretty strong young man. Works a whole bunch with the weights. One going off speed for a strike. Good pitch.
Yeah, we've been into this one for 2 hours and 15 minutes now. Young Brooks Scott has probably been squatting for 70%.
Pitch coming. That one low. Ball 2. Ball 3-1. This one scored. I keep saying that. And then you start to get late innings and drift away here and lose a little focus. This one way high. And good patience by Mitchell. So back-to-back walks after 2 strikeouts in the 8th inning for Jackson.
First baseman number 32, Ryan Grenalls.
Again, this is really just one.
Throw it in there.
And the pitch. Right down the pipe. Well, on the stream, if it looks like it's really, darker out there, it is. We've been kind of gobbled up by cloud cover.
Yeah, they got lights here at the dog yard, but I'm not going to turn them on at this point.
Next pitch upstairs, 1-1 to Reynolds. 235 hitter coming into play. Walk struck out, single. Got on by Air. And the pitch. That one just missed inside. Two men on, ninth inning. Fastball misses outside. You can see he's a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, on the verge of walking and loaded here. The first three guys he's faced here in the top of the ninth.
And that one's
Yeah, I'm not going to let Ryan Bernal on the first on that. That was pretty close. That was a good pitch.
gets his sign. Here it is. And this one hit here down the third base line. Kind of an excuse me swing. And that one gets all the way past and backed up by that'll be a soft double. 2 RBIs for Ryan Bernal's. Mcdonald will score, Mitchell will score. And it's an
Center fielder number 24, Aidan Bruce.
Nope, we just got one run in there. We had guys on first and second, so
17.
yep.
And here is Aidan Bruce.
So now we're about even.
A walk hit by pitch. A couple flyouts to left field and the fielder's choice. And Olsen, good fastball for a strike at the knees, and the count 0-1.
Yeah, I think Ryan Bernal would rather take a RBI double than a walk. So.
Very true. Second and third. Outfield straight away. And a fastball challenge. This one fell back. So that had a lot of good velocity on that.
Yeah, and he got it up again, kind of up in the eyes, and Aidan Bruce it's hard to catch up to those.
Ready again. This one is hit down wide, is short. Good backhand by Reyes. Throws, gets him. Oh my!
Nice play that time by Luis Reyes.
Well, he made that look easy. Are you kidding me? And not advancing. Surprisingly. Not advancing. Russell Mitchell.
Third baseman number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
Was to his side, the backhand. So, with a corner of his eye, he would have hit him out of the plate. A good hold.
Well, runner on third scored, Bob. But you're talking Bernal's in second, who
I'm watching their coach stand at third with the helmet. Okay.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself.
Second baseman number 2, Jayden Jones.
hard to go back. You know, it's once you have a breaking service, you know,
Right to him. Here's a hit by Coso.
never have
Check in.
definitely had Coso going breaking service, comes back, and you know,
These two teams would be league opponents. San Jacinto, the only team in the league without been to play. Only playing, I think, 9 or 10 games. Everybody else, the Balance, all the Inland Empire. And this one hit right field. If it's fair, it's trouble. I think this wind's going to blow. It stayed fair and it hit right over that 320 foul pole. Boy, I didn't think that had a chance to get out, but it did. And the wind may have helped pick that one up.
Yeah, I would say the wind. I mean, that was hit well. Hard line drive, and the wind just up there and eked over the. Counts just the same.
What a day for Jayden Jones.
Shortstop number 22, Aaron Harper.
Well, yeah.
One of those are great. What do we do? I didn't come So Aaron Harper, before I can even introduce him, he was hit by a pitch. Harper had a big home run in the 6th inning to close the game over, made 8-1. And Harper had that triple in the same inning.
I know you can't control yourself any longer.
For the Eagles, right fielder number 21, Ricky Nunes.
That's where they finally got things started there. Yeah, I would think a little bit. They also actually streamed an inning. Yeah, innings live.
Oh, really?
Here's Rick Nunez, and a swing and a miss, and it's off the glove. Brett Scott going over to second base will be Harper.
I don't know. Brooks Scott got a little crossed up. He dropped off in the big mustache right now. He throws pretty nice straight as well. He dropped that thing in there for a strike. I believe he pitched an inning Tuesday against the Valley.
He did.
He went out the side.
Mustache now appears in. Gets his sign from Brooks Scott. Set the belt. Look back in second. He deals. Really good.
Just can't leave it up.
Four runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the ninth.
Come up with a couple more runs as we go to the bottom of the ninth. It is 19-1 in favor of San Jacinto. The scheduled hitters: Davis, Brooks, and Brooks Scott. That would be Lights were 19, 15, and 2, 1, 3, and 2. For Cerro. It's coming up. Pitch outside corner. Right hand Anthony Davis. Anthony on the base for 3. Ball hard is second and last at left field. Right at West Mid. Reynolds ready again. This one outside and below. The count 1-1. Aidan Bruce with the ball.
A little bit outside. Made a mark on the backside. I guess there's no mascot to get here.
All right, pitch on the way. This one's a little flare. Is right at the shortstop. Aaron Harper first out of the ninth inning.
Soft line drive that probably had more spin on it than it was going.
Left fielder number 24, Bo Brooks.
Out to center, ball hard, grounded out to second. Struck out over the 3. 164, his numbers coming into the game. Pitch on the way, this one low inside, ball 1-1-0.
Well, it seems like Coach Scott's going to keep his guys in there, give them a few more looks.
Well, again, you got opportunities to play a lot of people Saturday based on previous games from Antelope Valley.
Yeah.
Again, I think they're fortunate or happy just to be playing some games. LA County, a lot of restrictions.
Yeah, I agree. And
Swing and a miss on a good fastball that time. Bo Brooks. Remember, this is just, like the positive is a chance to try some guys out. No eligibility being used, extra guys that, were redshirting get to play in redshirt. This one hit foul down the right field. And hopefully, it's, I hate to, jinx everything. Hopefully it's the end of COVID, but I don't know if we can really say that or not. But I think it's not going to be as dandy as it's going to be. There still may be some restrictions.
yeah,
And this one is hit again. Little soft line drive there and Harper there. It's 2 down. Our last down. We'll be on the air.
Catcher number 22, Brooks Scott.
Double header. So there would be a 10-run roll. Attention is set to score from the inside.
Oh, yes.
Scott on the day, 1 for 3. Rounded out his last time out. And ready is Nunez, and this one, boy, nice movement on that.
yeah, that's pretty good. That corner there.
Good movement on it. Set at the belt, looks in, gets his sign. Simon Rangel, who's done a good job behind the plate. This one stays alive. Stay alive here. Michael Gore to follow.
Setup guy is the guy you plan on.
I think the bustle ride probably won't be as long.
That's like
The Eagles tonight. Got to be pretty happy with how they handled the bats. They've had some good pitching. Played solid defense all around the place.
Your job is to save the
Fidelo's trying to get the last out of the game. Trying to keep things alive. Here's the pitch. And this one, Gonzalez staying alive up there. But look at that gap in left center. Get one out there, he can keep running.
Yeah, I think not a bad idea though with the outfield. I mean, the wind's kind of blowing left to right, out towards right field. So
Pitch on the way, raking pitch, strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the Coyotes in the 9th inning, and our final score is San Jacinto 16 and Cerro, I beg your pardon.
Final for today, 20 runs, 16 hits, 2 errors, and 10 left on base for the Eagles. One run, 3 hits, and 2 errors, 7 left on base for the Coyotes. We want to thank you all for coming out today. Our next game is Saturday, doubleheader against the Antelope Valley Marauders. First pitch of the first game is at 12 p.m. Drive safe.